What is a clear to close? How long does it take? And what are the pitfalls? We're going to talk about all of those next. Hey there, my name is Ryan Skaggs, and this is the Mortgage Minute. This channel is dedicated to everything mortgage, real estate, and interest rates. So welcome, future homeowners. We are here to dive into an essential milestone, the cleared to close. You've probably heard that before. You've maybe friends, lenders, maybe you've bought before. No matter if you're a first-time home buyer or a seasoned homeowner, understanding what is a clear to close and what are the pitfalls that come with it is an essential knowledge to ensure you have a smooth closing and get the keys to your new home. All right, so let's dive straight into it. Now, what is a clear to close? The clear to close is the green light from the lender that the underwriter has reviewed your documentation and nothing additional is needed. Now, what happens is that green light is also a green light for the lender to send the file to the closing department. Underwriting is now done. We've now shifted over to that closing department, right? So therefore, typically you're not needing to get additional documentation of any kind, but it's not the end of the mortgage journey. That's a key part here. We're going to talk about that next. Now, how long does a clear to close take? Well, with some institutions, you could say 30 to 45 days. Lending as a whole, with a lot of technology, it's 2023 right now as I'm making this video, late 2023 going to 2024, and there's a lot more technology in the last, say, 5 years that's been implemented into our industry than I saw the previous 10. So with that said, hopefully lenders are going a little bit faster than that. For instance, my mortgage team, we are averaging around 23 days from application to clear to close. So typical, I would say par for the course, excuse the golf reference, but I would say par for the course is roughly 30 days. So from the day that you get under contract till the day that you are getting a cleared to close, if you're doing a refinance, the day that you apply or maybe even like lock in that interest rate to the day you're kind of getting that cleared to close. Now, there's a lot of variables that would go into the timing, the complexity of the loan. For us, I have my own underwriter, my own processor, my own closer, so I have my own resources. Potentially, there could be loan officers or lenders that are using other resources or sending the file out to get underwritten or something, and that could potentially slow it down. Now, once you've got that clear to close, that is not the end. So now we're going to talk about those pitfalls. So I've seen this. This is a true statement. You get a clear to close and the borrower says, I hated that job, I'm quitting, but they have not yet closed. Lenders are going to do a final verification of employment to ensure that you are still employed up to minutes before your closing potentially. Typically, policies would say you could do that up to 10 days in advance. Some companies will do it, say, 3 days in advance. Some companies could be doing it the morning of. So please communicate with your lender. It is a two-way street. If there is potential where you're going to be starting a new job or something else, don't keep the secret, right? So tell the lender, communicate, so therefore you can understand the recourse, the repercussions, the consequence if something like that. Another true story. Let's go on to the second one here, and that is opening up new credit. Now, can you open up a credit card? Sure. Now what the lender has to do is they have to ask for the monthly statement. You probably don't have that yet. It's a new credit card. So you would have to call and verify what's the monthly payment, how much is on here. If you barely got through underwriting, meaning you just qualify barely under that threshold, this could literally be a poison pill for the mortgage, for the loan, for the financing. I have seen this. I actually had somebody buy an engagement ring on a credit card. It was a brand new credit card. He opened it, and this was after the clear to close, before he closed, right? So therefore, that monthly payment took him from qualifying to not qualifying because the amount of debt exceeded the amount of income and the percentage. I've got other videos on debt to income ratio and things like that, which I'll link above. But with that said, he literally had to go return it. Once he returned it, the new monthly payment, we could pick up the phone and verify it. What he does after is up to him. But by verifying, he had to basically return it to be able to buy the house. I said, what's more important? Do you want to have the ring or do you want the house? Because that ring is going to throw a roadblock right up in front of you to be able to do it. So credit. Now, typically, I would get a question, especially on first-time home buyers, is like, hey, I want to buy some furniture. I want to put something on my credit card. Now, you need to be speaking to your lender of what happens towards the end of the transaction. So typically with my team, we will do a soft credit pull to ensure that the, say, 6 credit cards maybe that you had or the 6 items on your credit report, you still have the same 6, but we're not getting updated scores or updated balances, right? We just want to make sure the same 6 are still there. There's nothing new. Now, if the lender is getting a new score or a new credit report, you take on additional debt and your score decreases, that could be a change in terms. That could literally be a change in you getting a loan. So be very, very cautious of doing something like that. Though you might be able to, again, I'll go back to my original point, two-way street. Make sure and communicate with your lender. If you've made it this far in the video and you found this helpful, please, please, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and click that bell icon to be notified. As I'm putting out weekly videos on the channel, I'd be forever grateful for the subscribe. Now, stay safe. Put your questions below on anything around clear to close, and we'll see each other again very, very soon.